Parent, I could have literally let you starve to death when you were incapable of feeding yourself as a baby, but I didn't. Therefore, you owe me every ounce of respect for the rest of your life. I mean, this is literally how it be, though. Okay, maybe not they. Let's not group all the bad in with some of the good. Some people have good parents, but really toxic parents and stuff, that's what they always try to hang over your head. Is, I fed you, I clothed you. You did the bare minimum of what you needed to do so you didn't get arrested. Hi, I'm Panda. Welcome to Insane Parents. I feel like I'm going to be very angry and these might be some long videos, but we're going to get through it together. If you have ever had bad parents, I'm so sorry. Just looking at all these different posts, it's enough to make me mad, and I can't imagine living through it. So, that being said, we're gonna try to keep composure, and we're just gonna dive right in with this lovely little post we have next, and it is... I had to pause for a second because I read the first thing, and it says, I don't let my kids look on or through any glass material. I made that a rule early on. And somebody goes, what? Somebody else replies, he doesn't let them watch TV because he's woke AF. And then somebody goes, let's hope they never need glasses then. As he holds his cell phone in his hand to type this. I mean, yeah, like, that's the hypocrisy. But I just want to chime in on what somebody else said. Because when I first read it, I thought it said, they didn't get to look through any glass. So I'm thinking, like, windows, mirrors, glasses. And that is just... If you say you don't let your kids watch TV, don't let them watch TV. But you're ignorant if you don't think they're watching it at school. Like... Sometimes they let them watch a movie. Sometimes it happens. Like, you can't just control everything they do. They're going to watch TV somewhere else. That's just not it. It's just interesting. There is, cases where you want to limit them because maybe they need less TV, more outside play. It's your kid. Do what you want. But, where it's not the 1800s where we finally have this weird metal glass box that shows pictures. It's not evil. Just calm down. Calm down, Karen. Oh, wait, this is a man, so what was it? It's Carl? I can't remember the male version of a Karen. It's like a Brad. I don't know. What's a male Karen name? Let me know, because I genuinely don't know what to call them. This next one just kind of makes me mad. It's basically they have to keep the parents off the court during a ball game because they just love their son so much. As a person who was once a lot younger, went through high school, went through middle school, we made fun of the kids whose parents did this. Like, your parents are acting ridiculous and we're going to make fun of you. So I hope you know that that's not showing your kid you love them. It's showing everyone around you that you are a child and we make fun of your kid now because of you. And you are the only reason as to why we do it. Maybe that's a bad thing. They can't control what their parents do. But it's just like, that's ridiculous. We make fun of the parents too. Other parents make fun of the parents. Like, you are just overall hated by the parents, the faculty, the students. Even the other team hates y'all because y'all don't make sense. And I think it's really rude as somebody that had to work as officiating, had to ref stuff, that when people start arguing with you, it doesn't do anything. It just makes you kind of mad at the team that you're reffing for. So honestly, all that does is start to create a bias. So how about you just keep your mouth shut, sit down, and leave your kid alone. You know what? You want to support them? That's fine. But if you can't support them, they're going to stop letting you into the game. We've had to ban parents before. And they need to do that, apparently, in this case. If you're going on Facebook being like, we love our son, and they're keeping us off the court. Yeah, you're not playing. You're 35, and you're acting like a toddler. This kind of struck a nerve with somebody whose parents also act this kind of way over their weight. This person says, there's full explanation in the comments, but they kind of give a little explanation of what kind of kickstarted this. They ate a single bag of chips, and their BMI is 24. Like, they just ate chips, and that's what kind of kicked it off. I'm guessing it's the mother, or it could be the father. They don't say which one it is. Either way, it's a parent telling this to their child. It says, we have eggs, banana, fish, healthy foods. You're looking for diabetes and you're heading there. When you get old, you'll be in dialysis. And I didn't spell that right the first time. Your blood needs to be filtered. Hopefully you realize to eat healthy foods to preventing to get there. You're in the wrong direction. All you eat is sugary foods and junk. And then the kid finally responds back, I'm glad you, the same person who both used to actively encourage me to starve myself and grounded me if I didn't eat long past the point of being full, if it was food you made, you know and care so much about my health. They are an awful parent. Like, that's ridiculous because they're both starving and binging their child basically on food. And that makes me sick. So there's that. We love that. We hate insane parents, and we love a child finally getting to say something, anything, to let their parent know that what they're doing is just obnoxious and they need to stop. This next one is another one that's similarly on the same lines as the last one we read. And it says, not my mother calling me ungrateful for throwing up the food she bends over backwards to provide for me. That's just another case of there's obviously something wrong there with like the dieting and stuff, because this person is either, two ways. I don't want to just assume I know about this person and their health. It either they're sick and they throw up food, or they have an eating disorder and they threw up food, and the parent finally figured that out, and their first thing was to say that they're ungrateful and a bad kid. I think that's kind of messed up. There's obviously a problem there, and you could help with that, but instead as a parent you decide it's your duty to just tell them they're ungrateful, and I think that's a little messed up. This next one kind of makes me sad. It's talking about how I think it was just a Facebook forum that was asking, like, let's see, I need to blow up the picture. No, I was thinking that it might have been like a question forum, and it was like, hey, what's the most messed up thing your parents ever done? But it says the title is Sniping Your Daughter While Walking Her Down the Aisle Should Definitely Deny You Grandpa's privileges for life. You don't get to see your grandkids, basically. So here we have the story. I had enthused about my candlelight wedding ceremony repeatedly beforehand, and when I stood ready to walk down the aisle, I peeked for the joy of it and said to my father, they forgot to light the candles. Can someone light them? And he said in tones of utmost contempt, you didn't think anyone was going to waste a whole church full of candles on you, did you? I managed to get through it, but the tears ran down my face throughout the entire ceremony. That was 50 years ago, and I remember it every single day. And then somebody goes, how awful. Did you avoid him for the rest of his life? Because he didn't deserve your time or attention after that. And I agree with it wholeheartedly. He is the most vile human being. I think that was just trying to make somebody else's day about you. This almost seems like what is that subreddit? It's like the narcissistic parents, like growing up with that. Like he seemed very narcissistic. That was like he just wanted to make that day about himself, even though it was your day. At that point, when he said that, I wouldn't have let him walk me down the aisle. I would have gotten my brother or somebody else. Literally, I would have gotten the groom's father to walk me down the aisle, because I would rather have somebody else that didn't just talk to me like that. I would have made him leave. But I guess maybe I'm just heinous and I'm evil. I would have remembered it for the rest of my life, and I would have been like, we are no longer related. I am severing that bloodline right then and there. I don't know how some people could do it, especially going through with the wedding, not saying anything, just tears running down your face. I would have died. And I know my significant other right now, if I would have walked down the aisle with tears in my eyes, he would have stopped the entire wedding just to figure out what's going on, who he needed to kill. He would have been ready. And I feel like there's just so much here that shouldn't have happened. And I'm just angry that no one put him in his place for you. That just upsets the crap out of me. Here we have the final post. Title says, my mother, after I asked her to be quiet because my roommates were sleeping, and after setting furniture the night before. It goes as follows. Thanks for waking people up. They were able to hear your true colors. I do not give a fig. Fig off. I'll have Dad bring my things back to me. And then I guess this might have been like a miscommunication. They both sent it at the same time. Because the daughter goes, please do not come back today. Instead, go to Vegas so I can take care of my things stress-free. And then, so I don't have to disturb anybody. Oh, you got it. Good, some courtesy. Fig you. That's what I like to hear. Gosh. Ugh. I don't understand how something as simple as, hey, let's quiet down, my roommates are sleeping, can turn into a whole just screaming match. Just something so little, and like that's Like, don't get me wrong, me and my parents have our problems, but it's like, and my mother will get angry over stupid things like this. I can see it, but it's like I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, that is the end of Insane Parents. It is insane. It is crazy, and I feel bad for all of y'all out there that have to deal with this. So let's hope it gets better. Let's hope they get some help, and maybe y'all can have a connection, a relationship. If not, who needs them? They're just parents. You can get a new pair anywhere. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Leave any recommendations over whatever subreddit you want me to do next. I like just getting feedback from you guys. And anyway, I upload every Monday and Friday, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.